Good, good afternoon, everybody. It's time for us to start the afternoon session. Can you all hear me well? Please type yes into the chat window. Good, thank you. So let me share my screen for you guys. Okay, now the first thing I want you to do is to take attendance for this meeting. It's meeting number 4. Okay. Yeah, so now the attendance check for meeting number 4 is on. Yeah, please do that. Yeah, very fast. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I think I'm getting a cold. So what do we do this afternoon? I'm going to go on with our discussion about core. And as usual, in the second session, there are going to be more hands-on activities in which we start to work with our learning courses. So let me upload my presentation. Okay. Now, so if you have already done the reading in a textbook, you could see this session familiar. We are going to talk about the four common misconceptions about call. So, what are those four misconceptions? Now, to begin with, um, a lot of people uh, think that technology is monolithic. This means um, they take it for granted that in order to do a certain task, there is only one type of technology. But that's not true, right? There are always many different technology solutions for every task that you do. For example, if you do video conferencing like what I am doing now, you can use Zoom, you can use Google Meet, you can use Facebook desktop sharing, you can use Pawn Talk, and you can use um, Big Blue Button. That's the platform we are using now. By the way, oh, could you let me know more about the Zoom solution that you guys are using in Tôn Thắng University? Is it the free or the paid version? I mean, if uh, we use the free version, after 40 minutes, everybody is disconnected, and then we need to re-log in for the new session. So every 40 minutes, we are disconnected, and the maximum number of participants is 40. Um, so has anybody tried that? Okay, Zoom solution before? Okay. So could you tell us more about that, Nguyên? No, okay, the account that we get from the university, is it the paid version or the free version? If we use the paid version, it can be very expensive. Uh, let's say every business version of Zoom costs 20 USD a month for every teacher. So if I have 1,000 teachers, I have to pay 20,000 USD. That more than 400 million Vietnam đồng a month, and that's too much. Okay, and if we plan to use it in a long term, let's say a year, that may accumulate up to 5 or 6 billion đồng just for the video conferencing solution. That's too expensive. Now, Just to give you some more ideas about what I mean with technology is not monolithic. I want everybody to visit this website. It's called Cool Tools for School. Okay, the link is now in your chat window. Now, this is my favorite website, and it won several educational awards, uh, and it's very well known in the teaching community. So there is a team of teacher that update this blog. Originally, it's a blog with tools for teachers, and most of these tools are free, and there are reviews for the tool too. For example, if I want to use digital storytelling, okay, in my classroom, what softwares or what tool I can use. I just scroll down, you can see the software application list, and this is really a very good example of what I mean by um, technology is not monolithic. Let's say I want to record my screen and record my online classes and share with my students. You want to do that too, and you need to find some tool or some suggestions. Then let me scroll down, see if we have. Oh, yeah, screencasting and screen sharing. This is what you should look at. Okay, so screen casting, is exactly what I am doing now, recording the screen and then share back to the students. Then there are readings for use, and then there are tools like screencast automatic free, screencastify free, loom, okay, also free, and it records both the computer screen and the webcam, okay, which is very nice. I think I should try it. Very interesting. Okay, so this leads us to our next learning activity, our next hands-on. You see, we have a discussion forum here. My favorite ICT tool for teaching English. Now, I want everybody to spend about 5 or 10 minutes um, browsing through this website, Cool Tool for Schools, and pick out one tool that you like, or it can be some tools that you are familiar with. Like if you use Zoom a lot, you can talk about Zoom. If you use Google Meet, you can introduce Google Meet. Okay. So I want you to go to this forum. Yeah, my favorite ICT tool for teaching English. Make a post introducing a tool, how you use it in your teaching. Okay, now let's go. 5 minutes. We are talking about technology not being monolithic, and I try to show you that if you want to do something, there is always more than one more tool. And what does it mean? It means that we need to be open. We need to keep an eye on the new tools that are coming out. And Well, me, I have already activated all of the registration. So right now there are no unconfirmed user in the system. I think you are using. Okay, I see your name in the class already. Right. What's the name? Anh thì Ánh Mi. Give me not Ánh Mi. You might need to register again. I do not see any accounts that is not confirmed using that email. Let me try to search again. Yeah, so I think you have to register again. Okay, good job. And back, let me track. Okay, nice. Quizlet. Oh, wow. A lot of teachers love it, including me. All right. Well, Thảo, I want you to introduce a tool, not the website. So if you want to talk about presentation tool, you can introduce Prezi, PowerPoint, things like that. I don't really understand what you are saying in the forum, anh Pa. Okay, we need you to share a tool, okay, an ICT tool for teaching English. I- Is the name of the tool Bird? That sounds interesting. If that's really the name of the tool, could you share the link to the tool too? Yeah, Screencastify. Yeah, that's it. Kahoot. Yeah, wow. Kahoot is really great, bringing fun and games to the classroom. Zoom, PowerPoint. Yeah, it can be just as simple as that. I've already told you, me, you need to create the account again. I do not see the me fan, and you should not use student TDTU EDUBN because okay, the university mailbox has a filter, and it may filter out email message coming from the English online system. So it's best to use your Gmail. Okay, that's enough. So uh, I hope you now understand okay, what's meant by technology is okay, monolithic, right? There are many tools out there, okay, and a cool tool for school is just a very simple example. So we have already done these activities. Let's move on. The second misconception is that technology constitutes methodologies. Yeah, this is the wrong understanding that lead to failure in ICT application in many parts of Vietnam. For years, okay, school administrators okay, wrongly believe that if you just buy fancy hardware for the school, then the miracle will happen. For example, you buy smart board, interactive whiteboard, language lab, and okay, expect okay, teachers and students to make use of them and enhance teaching quality, but that all turns out wrong. And we have seen so many examples of that. I think you all see those examples. The most important thing when we invest in technology is to train the teachers, is to yeah mm, help them understand how to make use of those technology to uh, enhance the quality of teaching, not use technology just to showcase, just to demonstrate. Oh, okay, we have the technology. We can use this technology, or just to impress the students. Um, this is very much like you give the children a very powerful and a very good laptop and expect them to perform well in school. That will not happen, right? The laptop is just a tool, and whether it can help your children to uh, perform well in the schools or not, okay, is a very different story. So a lot of university in Ho Chi Minh City have already built um, their websites for e-learning. Nearly all of them claim that they are developing e-learning solution. They are deploying e-learning. But if we look at what is happening with the students, we see that that's not it. That's not it. So don't expect a change in teaching methodology just by introducing technology. It will be difficult. It requires serious, careful teacher training and also training for the students. And it also requires policies in place. It requires step by steps, constant efforts. It will be sometimes it can be a long journey. All right. Um, so if you uh, if you introduce online learning, or if you introduce a website to your school, you cannot expect flipped teaching or flipped classroom to happen. Um, Another misconception is that today technology is all we need to know. That's completely wrong. We have new technology that come out all the time. So I myself have to search for new tools to keep myself updated. And you see the course outlines for this MATSO course change almost every year because we have new demand, we have new tools. Just last year, when working in this course, I just required students to build a website, a web quest to be exact. But just about 6 months ago, we switched to developing an e-learning course because I realized that um, it's more practical for the teaching context, and schools all around Vietnam are also pushing this very hard. So that change a very big part of the course. It is now aligned to the most important products that is the e-learning course that you will develop. After the break this afternoon, we will start creating our e-learning course. And yes, a lot of people are still concerned about this possibility. Technology will replace the teachers. I don't think technology gonna replace the teacher. Okay. The technology we have seen, all the technology we have seen so far, merely to have communications faster, better. It helps teaching more efficient. And yeah, just think about okay, the convenience you and I enjoy right now, right? I stay at home. I do not need to go to the campus, and you don't have to go to the campus too. That saves us a lot of time, and we do not need to book a room of the university. So, and it was a mess. It was a big problem for me with the previous cohort of Tôn Thắng University students. Almost every meeting we have to move somewhere else. Okay, it is never the same room just because we need internet connection, and in Tôn Thắng University, people do not provide Wi-Fi coverage because they believe that if Wi-Fi is available, students will not concentrate on the learning task. So we need to take students to the computer labs, and the computer labs, okay, they are for teaching computer science for the ICT students, not for the language programs. So I think when we stay at home like this, We stay out of that trouble too, and I'm very happy. So you see, even when I record the meeting for some of you to review when you miss the lessons, I am never afraid of being replaced. Okay, and the more technology I use, the more tools. Okay, I tell people, um, you know, the okay, the more demand for teaching I get. So, okay, technology will not replace teachers, but now this is very important. Teachers that do not use technology will be replaced by teachers who use technology. That's fair enough, right? For example, in Hoa San University now, we are running fully online classes, okay, during the test semester in order to cope with the corona epidemic. Some teachers enjoy teaching from home a lot. Some teachers find it scary, okay, to teach online because it's the first experience, okay, with this mode of instruction, and they keep calling me saying that they are very stressed, that they want to skip some classes, and I try to encourage them, but okay, deep inside, I think, wow, maybe the teachers have become, uh, you know, incapable of teaching in the new situations. And sometimes we start thinking about recruiting new teachers who can comfortably use the system, the tools that we have developed. Yeah, so that's the point. Technology will not replace you, but if you are weak, if you do not use the technologies, the tools, for teaching in your university, gradually you will be replaced by the teacher that can. So we just have a new definition of a teacher given ongoing core development. Maybe, maybe. Okay. Oh, by the way, me, I have just seen your registration and I have confirmed your account. I think you can now log in with that account and find our class. So I have just talked about those four okay, big misconception. Okay, technology is monolithic. Today, technology is all that we need to know. Technology will replace the teachers, and um, what is the third point? Yeah, today technology is all we need to know. Sorry, technology, okay, automatically brings the pedagogy or the methodology, which is not true. So that's it. Now you have already done okay, this discussion, right? Is it a problem or a benefit for teachers today to have students that are better than you guys in using technology? Now, this is the fun part. I'm going to talk about the promises and future possibility. We call basically it's a demonstrations of the new technology that are coming out. So looking ahead, these are the trends that will change your classroom that will change the way you work in the next few years. The first trend is the use of glass technologies. Let me show you what it meant by glass technology. Okay, now let's take a look at this demonstration, and let me say this. You are going to see a demonstration of glass technology. This is not science fiction. This is what I myself have already witnessed, tried, and seen for my own eyes when I was invited to the Microsoft headquarters several years ago. You know, I have been the master trainer guy for Microsoft for quite a long time. So you can search my name and Microsoft and you learn about the projects that I have been through. Um, so they bring me to the future home center of Microsoft and show me these technologies. And what you see is also available in what we call smart homes today. It's it's it is said that Microsoft owner Bill Gates is using this kind of technology a lot in his own home. So let's take a look at what it is like. Yeah. So that was a very good demonstration of glass technology. Basically, all the glass surfaces in your home, in your classroom, will be turned into interactive screens, and um, they worked on very high broadband internet connection that allows for almost instant uh, large data transfer. So let me show you one more video of the emerging technologies that uh, Microsoft is developing for us. Okay, I hope you enjoy the movie. Now it's time for you to learn about this glass technology. I want you to Google the phrase glass technology, spend 5 minutes, okay, read about it. See, it's 3 billion results on the internet now. That's a lot. You can't believe how, okay, this had become the buzzword in in the internet now. So, and there are tons of videos that demonstrate what we have just seen. So spend 5 minutes looking at those videos. I mean, look at the readings. On the recording for the morning is now processed, and now I can start uploading for you. See, it takes very long. Okay, hello everybody. Please get back to the room. We need to move on to the next activity. Are you with me? Please type yes into the chat window. Oh, good. Thank you. So you are still there. Okay, not doing something else. Now, I want to check how many people are from Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, so type in your place now. If you are in Ho Chi Minh City, type in Ho Chi Minh City. If you are in Đà Lạt, type in Đà Lạt. If you are in Cần Thơ, type in Cần Thơ. Okay, so one is from Bình Thuận, okay, one is from Kiên Giang, Vũng Tàu, Quảng Ngãi, Đồng Nai, Tiền Giang, Bình Dương. Wow, that's interesting. You see, the world is now small, okay, with video conferencing. So just about a third of the class is now from Ho Chi Minh City, and then we have quite a few from the Mekong Delta, from Đồng Nai. Good. Well, me, I'm in Ho Chi Minh City right now, in my home. Now, the next piece of technology that has already become available, and it is making a lot of changes to the way we train language students. It's called Sky Translate. So, what is Sky Translate? Everybody knows Skype, right? Skype is a video call software that allows you to make a video call. Yeah. And now with Windows 10, there is a Sky Translate that allows you to make a video call um, with automatic translations. So when you talk with a guys in France, for example, you speak in Vietnamese, and then at the other end, it is a friend speaking out. And likewise, at the other end, okay, that guy is speaking French, and okay, on your end, you hear Vietnamese going back. And mm, this is this is really scary for a language major like us. So it looks like we are going to compete, okay, with this kind of technology for jobs. Now, at low level meetings and not very important meetings today, the businesses tend to use okay, this kind of technology in order to save cost. Okay, it's convenient. They only need to understand each other. Okay. And when we hire human translator, there is also the risk of okay, losing secrets of what is being discussed. That's why a lot of people now favor this kind of technology. I will talk more about this, but right now, let me show you a demo.
So any second.
Now, let me give you some context first. This video was first launched in 2014, so 5 years ago. And we see this guy standing in the headquarters of Microsoft in Seattle of the United States. He's making a video call to a woman in Germany. So Sky Translate will simultaneously translate from English to German and German to English, and you see okay how good it is, right? And you will see at which part okay it outperforms human translators.
So any second now, I'm expecting a call from Melanie, and here she is. Good afternoon, Melanie. How are you?
Aber nach neuen Melanie. Wie geht es dir?
Mir geht es gut. Wie geht es dir?
Well, how is it, me friends?
Sorry, Melanie, say that again?
Melanie, sag das nochmal.
Mir geht es gut. Wie geht es
I
dir?
am well. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. I'm here at the Worldwide Partner Conference with 16,000 partners and our CEO on the big stage. So no pressure.
Gut, danke. Ich bin hier. Aber weltweite Partnerkonferenz mit 16.000 Palmos auf der großen Bühne. Also, kein Druck.
Hast du die Weltmeisterschaft gesehen?
Have seen the World Cup.
Yes, I did see the World Cup. Congratulations.
2014 it was a Thai
Ich sah
World
die
Cup
Weltcup
and Germany
Glückwünsche.
became the champion.
Ich könnte gar nicht glücklicher sein. Ich habe die ganze Nacht gefeiert.
I could not be happier. I celebrated the whole night.
In einem einzigen Spiel hat Deutschland mehr Tore geschossen als England in den letzten 2 Veranstaltungen zusammen.
A single game, Germany has scored more goals than England in the last 2 events together.
Very funny, Melanie. I'm more of a cricket fan.
Sie voll Melanie. Ein Cricket-Fan bewegen.
Was machst du nach der Veranstaltung?
What are you doing after the event?
This afternoon, I fly back to Seattle. Then on Thursday, I fly to New York, followed by Miami, then back to Seattle. And at the end of July, I'm going to fly to the UK to see my friends and family in London.
So human will fail here because too much information
Heute Nachmittag.
at the
Ich
same
fliege
time.
zurück nach Seattle. Und dann am Donnerstag, ich fliege nach New York gefolgt von Miami. Und dann zurück nach Seattle. Und am Ende Juli werde ich fliegen nach Großbritannien, um meine Freunde und Familie in London zu sehen.
Wow, das klingt nach einem vollgepackten Kalender.
Wow, that sounds like a packed calendar.
Gute Reise.
Good journey.
Thanks, Melanie. Goodbye.
Danke Melanie, Wiedersehen.
Danke dir. Schönen Abend noch.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah. So what do you think? Well, you can try. On Windows 10 it's available and it's free. All right. When I first saw this movie, I also think, wow, cool. It even outperformed human translators. But then I think, it only works for English and German because as a language major, I know that English and Germans are very close, right? In terms of vocabulary, in terms of syntax. So they can translate, okay, from one language to the other very easily. But then when I see this, I change my mind. I think, well, I was wrong. I underestimate Sky Translate. Now, in this video, you are going to see how Sky translate from Chinese to English and back. You know, Chinese and English is like, okay, two different, completely different language. Okay, one is monosyllabic and the other is okay synthetic, and they have very little in common. But Sky does very good job translating from one to the other.
Mandarin difficult. Very difficult. Even the locals say so. One sound can have many different meanings. You do not want to get the pronunciation wrong. My name is Tom Carter from San Francisco. I'm a photographer based in China. I've learned some basic Mandarin, or what I call survival Chinese, but when I'm out traveling in the provinces, they don't always get me. Can you understand me now, Xiangbin?
你现在能理解我吗？
Tom， 你会讲中文啦
You speak Chinese.
Thanks, Xiangbin. Your English has improved too. It's really nice to see you again, and also nice to talk to you. So, do you know where I can get a good picture from up in the hills?
那些山有很多秘密。
Yes, there are many secrets.
星期四早上5点出发。
Thursday, we start at 5 in the morning.
Communication is, of course, the key to my career. In order to be able to explore a new culture, you need to be able to communicate with its people. That's when the barriers come down and you discover the real China, and its true beauty and its secrets open up.
漂亮吗
Good.
Yeah, that's very sharp, but it's so beautiful. Now, based on Sky Translate, now webs and apps developer have access to the Microsoft translation engine in order to develop language learning apps. Let me try to see if it is still available. The apps is no longer available. Well, I'm trying to find the translation, the ED translate apps that I developed several years ago using the API, but because I do not have time to update the apps, I think they have been removed. That's okay. Now, so Sky Translate and a similar machine translation services work on the basis of connecting to the servers of Microsoft and then retrieve the translation data. Of yes, it has limited numbers of languages that it can support. But I think it can support many languages now. You can let me see how many languages Sky translate. How many languages, right? Wow. It says here that it now supports 60 languages. Yes, I think it supports Vietnamese because Vietnamese is one of the popular language in the United States. If you go on a bus in America, you will see, you know, guys lines in English, French, Spanish, and Vietnamese. So I really think that Vietnamese is available now. So what does it mean? Be careful. You need to be able to do several jobs. So if something goes wrong with one job, you still have some backups. Now, the next thing is called ILI devices.
Good grammar and spelling are
Now, let's show you a demonstration of IOI. Now, IOI is products of Japan. Instead of connecting to the internet, you do not need internet with IOI. Everything it needs, I mean, the data is now downloaded to the thumb drive or USB. So IOI is just as small as a USB like this, and it has a microphone integrated. Whenever you want a translation, you just speak to the device, and then it gives out the translations. So let's see how it works.
Please go faster.
もっと早く言ってください。
かしこまりました。In this video, I will be exploring Asakusa with Illy, a Wi-Fi free instant translator. I'll use this in real-life travel situations and see if I can get around without speaking any Japanese. So let's see how that goes, and also stay until the end to hear my review. Excuse me, where is this?
すみません、ここはどこだと思います。
すごい。これすごい。
すごい、ドラえもんだ。
あっちです。
Ah, okay. Thank you.
ありがとう。
どういたしまして。
I found the shop I'm looking for, and now I'm gonna get changed into my kimono. What size is there?
サイズはありますか？
Free size of it. Ah, free size. Okay. Okay, I should be able to fit the free sizes. So I'm gonna go with the blue. Yeah. Ta-da! What do you think? I like like how she tied the bow. Next, I got a little bit hungry, so I went to search for some street food. What is your recommendation? This one? Yeah, this one, please. Can I pay by credit card? No? Okay, cash? Okay. Cash only. It's okay, I have cash. But I want to have points for my card. Points, I want to get points. Yum! It's like sweet potato with like sweet glazed around it. And then it's got sesame seeds sprinkled all over it. What is this? Azuki beans. Oh, azuki beans. Can I try one? One piece, 60. 60 yen? 60 yen. Oh, okay. Okay, one please. Oh, hot! It's really hot inside, so you have to be careful. It's red beans, it tastes very sweet, and it's got like a castella kind of cake on the outside. Do you have a different color? How is this? Thank you. We're at the temple of Asakusa, and I'm gonna get someone to take a photo of me and the big lantern behind me. So, wish me luck. Let's see who I should ask. Can you take a photo for me? Okay, thank you. So far it's been working pretty well. People have been understanding me and I've been able to get by with English and it's translating everything correctly. But for it to work best, I think it's best to say shorter sentences and to speak more slowly so that it translates the right thing. But let's go on and continue to explore Asakusa and see what else we can do with this. What's his name? Blue! So we've come to one of the local areas of Asakusa, and there's a lot of these really nice outdoor restaurants where the locals come, even just for a quick beer at lunchtime, especially for the locals that work around this area. I think a lot of them only have a Japanese menu, but we're gonna use Illy and try to order with that. What is your recommendation?
おすすめだったらポテトサラダとか、あと煮込みとかですね。
Is there vegetables?
野菜だったらこの下らへん、それ揚げサラダとかポテトサラダとかが。
I really like this kind of atmosphere where you can sit on the open street and then people like walking past. You've got your snacks and you've got your drink. Well, my one's kind of finished, but it's a really nice atmosphere, especially in summer. Like a princess.
Yeah, you're a princess. じゃあ行きます。行きましょう。
Please go faster.
もっと早く行ってください。
かしこまりました。
すごい。わあ、早い。Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
So after using Illy for a day, I found it really fun and simple to use, and it's designed for short travel sentences, which was really great because it translated most of my phrases correctly. And at the moment, Illy is one way. However, it was still very easy for me to break that language barrier and communicate with the locals. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a very high technology kind of equipment, but this is what we need for the future. So my main message to this video is don't, let the language barrier stop you from traveling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I will see you next time.
Yeah. So as in the demonstration of IOI, do you know how much ELI costs? Yeah, she called this ELI, so I start calling it ELI too. Does anybody know? Okay, the price of ELI? Pirates? That's quite close. Well, the price is it now available in Vietnam. In Thế giới di động store, only about 3 or 4, yeah, 4 or 5 million Vietnam đồng. See here, see. Yeah. So with IOI, it's about 300 to 400 USD. I think the company should pay me, okay, for marketing for them. Yeah. And now they are sold all over the place. Now, recently we see similar devices called translator speaker. Okay. So this one is using a similar technology. You speak, okay, your language, and at the other end, it will be a different language. Okay. The cost is about 4 or 5 million dollars for a piece. Yeah. Let's see, Panasonic translator speaker. Okay, the next thing I want you to. So you see, already technology like glass technology, Sky Translate, and Ely, they are already available. It's just that we do not pay attention to them, right? They are already available on the market. Now next is HoloLens. Let me show you first. Well, HoloLens is also available in Vietnam, but a bit expensive. I think HoloLens. Yeah. So now it's on sale in Vietnam for 90 million. So that's about a little bit more than 4,000 USD. Still expensive, right? Hopefully, in a few years, it will be cheaper and more affordable to the public. So now, let me show you what HoloLens can do and how it can change the future of the classroom.
Grammarly.
Yeah, it is expensive now, but very soon you will see just like smartphone.
Today, I get to show you something very special. It's something we've been looking forward to for many years. When we set out to build HoloLens 2, we wanted to create something that you didn't need to learn how to use. You should just know it. And we call this instinctual interaction. Let me show you. Now, as Alex mentioned, the HoloLens 2 is very comfortable. It fits just like a hat. And the only thing that's even more effortless is how I'm automatically signed in. With Windows Hello and iOS authentication, the HoloLens 2 is actually signing me in as I put on my device. Now, not only does the HoloLens 2 recognize me, it also recognizes my hands. Look at this. Fully articulated hand tracking. And as I move my hands around, the HoloLens 2 is actually calibrating to my unique hand size. And of course, not only does the HoloLens 2 recognize me and my hands, it also recognizes the world. Welcome to my mixed reality home. This is the place where I have all the apps and content that I use every day. Let's check some of them out. Now, I've seen many people put on HoloLens for the first time, and the first thing people do when they put on the device is they reach out their hands and try and touch the holograms. And now, you can. Look at the way that the hologram's responding to my hand, almost inviting me to touch it. And in fact, I can just grab this corner to resize it. Or I can rotate it. Or move it. That's right. We are touching holograms. This is an app I've got called Spatial. Let me just put it right there. I've got another app here called Vuforia View. Now, it's a little big, so let me just use 2 hands here to make it smaller, and then rotate it so you can see. There we go. And then let me put it down here near Spatial, maybe make it a bit smaller. Yeah, that's nice. All right, now let's switch gears and talk about a different kind of application. I've got a browser over there, but it's kind of far away, and I don't really want to walk over there, so let me just call it over with my voice. Follow me. This is a browser that's running Microsoft Teams, which is a tool that we use back home to collaborate. Let me see what the team's been working on. Okay, it looks like they've got a surprise for me in the Playground app. I just have to say the words show surprise. All right, so let me just open up that start menu here, and then place the app, and then launch it. So now we're actually exiting my mixed reality home and going into an immersive experience. But notice that that browser that I had actually followed me in. Now this can actually be really useful when you have things like emails or PDFs that you need to reference while you're doing your work. I don't really want it following me around though while I'm showing you all this cool stuff, so let me just put it over here, and then we'll get back to it later. Welcome to the playground. We spent years exploring and refining interactions for HoloLens 2. And the playground is just a tiny sampling of the many prototypes that we built, tested, and learned from. Our approach is basically to try out as many things as we could and look for the things that stood out. So, for example, here I've got 3 sliders. Each of them is controlling this wind farm simulation, but each in a different way, using a different interaction technique. One of the things we tried is this touch slider here. So here I can just stick my finger in the slider and have it go to a particular value to control that wind speed there. It felt okay. We also tried this push slider. So this guy can kind of nudge from side to side, kind of like an abacus, which was interesting. Now, the interaction that really took home the cake, though, was this pinch slider. The way that works is you just pinch it and move it wherever you want. And what we found was that people really like that tactile sensation of their fingers touching as they grabbed and then released. And across the board, for all interactions, the audio and visual feedback as you grab, move, and then release were all really critical for making this experience feel connected. Oh, this is just so satisfying. I can't wait for you all to try this out. All right, now let's move on to a different kind of control, buttons. How do you press buttons on HoloLens 2? Well, you just reach out and press them. Now, one interesting thing that we found about buttons was that the size of the buttons actually impacted the way that people interacted with them. So for example, for the smaller one, most people would use 1 or maybe 2 fingers, but for the larger one, pretty much everyone used their entire hand. And this is kind of interesting when you think about it, because these objects don't really weigh anything. They're just digital things. But despite that, people would treat them like real things, almost as if the bigger one had more weight. I just love the way these move and the sounds they play when I press them. It's great. All right, how about something that uses all 10 fingers? Well, to test that out, we built a piano. So here I can just play a chord, or I can play the keys one at a time. All right, so where's that surprise that the team had for me? Oh, that's right, I had to say those words. Show surprise. Ooh, look at that hummingbird over there. It's gorgeous. I wonder if it will fly to my hand. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. I just love the way that it's following my hand around. I've got to tell the team, they've done a great job. And in fact, I don't even need to use my hands to do this because I can use my eyes and my voice. That's right. HoloLens 2 has eye tracking. So I can just look over this browser here and look at the bottom of the screen to scroll it. And then send my message. Start dictation. The hummingbird looks great! Exclamation mark. Send. So this is what we mean by instinctual interaction. By combining our hands, our eyes, and our voice, HoloLens 2 works in a more human way.
Today, companies tackling the world's biggest problems are increasingly spread across the world, and the HoloLens lets us work together as if we were standing next to each other, face to face. To show you how that works, let me just flip into spatial here with my HoloLens 2 and materialize the room. Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Anand. Hey, everyone. It's great to be here on stage holographically.
It's great to have you here, Jenna. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what you're seeing?
Sure. I can see your lifelike avatar, which we generate in seconds from a 2D photo, and we can walk around the stage with spatial audio and use this whole space around us to collaborate as if we're all here together in the same room.
Cool. Now, to show you how companies are using spatial to transform the way they work, let's invite Sven Gergitz, CTO of the iconic toy brand Mattel, onto the stage.
Hey guys, how awesome is this? So at Mattel, we're undergoing a massive digital transformation. It's touching all aspects of our business. This includes the way that we're using technology to design and to develop our products. Our classic brands like Barbie and Hot Wheels and Fisher-Price, they have diverse teams of designers, engineers, marketers, and manufacturers that are spread all over the world. They can now come together in a spatial project room, reducing the need to travel as much to get everybody on the same page. When we're developing toys like this Rescue Hero Fires truck here, we're able to pin up dynamic content on virtual walls, like this PowerPoint, for instance, or videos, or even concept art. Teams can now rapidly exchange ideas and create a shared understanding to find potential issues much earlier in the cycle. For instance, guys, take a look at this wheel clearance here.
Oh yeah, I can see that's going to be a problem. So I can pull out my spatial phone app and write a quick note, and then just hit send, and it becomes a digital sticky note, which I can just grab and stick right onto the fire truck so that we can have engineering revise this later.
We can also use spatial much earlier in our design process to ideate and generate inspiration. Okay, guys, let's come up with some ideas for a line of aquatic toys.
Yeah, how about sea turtles?
Oh, that's really cool. Let's try sharks.
That's cool. How about jellyfish?
So all we have to do is say the words, and they're instantly visualized right before our eyes. You can even click into one of these bundles, and they expand into a full-blown internet search, complete with 3D models, images, and web pages. Jenna, why don't we click into just the images here so we can get some good inspiration for this new aquatic line?
Sure. Every object you see in spatial is physical and tactile. So you can scroll through or pick up images you like and toss them up on the wall with physics.
And we don't have to just stick with digital content. I can actually pull up these sketches I did on my phone last night using that same spatial app. I just pull up those photos and hit send, and they're instantly transformed into this digital environment.
Nice drawings. It's so easy to fill up your room with ideas, so we built this tool to help you quickly organize all these ideas. So let me select all of these, and let's make a grid. Cool. This goes to the wall.
Now, this entire room we've created is a persistent digital object that anyone can access or contribute to at any time, whether they're using an AR or VR headset or even a PC or mobile phone.
So that's right. Now we can have virtually rich visual rooms that we can keep up for the life of the product. That means no more tearing down war rooms all the time. So Spatial and HoloLens are helping us drive improvements in our digital design and development process, changing the way we create new toys. By bringing people together from all over the world to collaborate in the same virtual room, we're overcoming a natural barrier to our collective success. That's people's desire for direct face-to-face interaction when building commitment and trust. We're so excited to see faster time to market and reduced need to travel, as well as the many other benefits that we're going to unleash at Mattel as we collaborate in mixed reality.
Okay, so what do you think? Yeah. So very soon in classroom, we will be able to wear HoloLens devices and collaborate, interact with each others. And that give us a very authentic, real experience. So when we do online learning like what we are doing now, it will not be via video conferencing system that we are using now. Everybody in our class can put on a HoloLens and then we see each other's like okay, we are really on campus. Of course, it will take a long time because that requires very powerful internet infrastructure apart from the devices, and that also requires a lot of contents developed specifically for those devices. Now, I believe that HoloLens devices will become cheap very soon, just like all electronic devices, right? For the internet infrastructure, we all know that very soon all country will shift toward the use of 5G network, broadband network, and with 5G internet connection, I haven't tried that, but we all know from the newspapers that China and several places have already developed that kind of internet infrastructure that allow for connection that run 1,000 times faster than the kind of broadband internet connection that we use now. So if you relate back to 20 years ago, around 2000, yes, in 2000, remember what the internet was like in 2000. Can anybody turn on the microphone and tell me what the internet connection was like for you in the year 2000? How fast or how slow it is, how costly it is, how you use internet in 2000. So 20 years ago. Any ideas? Well, 2000, to tell you the truth, was my first experience with the internet. And, oh, only 2 years old back then. 3 years old. Yeah, in the year, okay, let me tell you, in the year 2000, it was my first experience with the internet, and it was like this. You need to use the telephone line and dial what we call we call it what dial up internet connection. So we need to dial the number in order to get connected to the internet, and we will be charged by minutes. At that time it was 300 Vietnam dong for 1 minute of internet access. 300 Vietnam dong at that time. Well, dollars, $1 at that time was only around 10,000 Vietnam dong. So with $1, you are able to use internet for, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes, only 4 or 5 minutes. And you know what? It was terribly slow. So usually we pay that money just to go very quickly on the internet, find a website to get the information, because instead of buying a book, now you have a web page. Download the page very quickly to your computer, turn off the internet connection to save money, and then read it locally. That's what it's like, okay, with internet in the year 2000, right? And okay, looking back, we could not believe, okay, how much, okay, progress we have made in the speed of internet connection today. I couldn't believe that I have, okay, broadband cable internet connection at my home that allows me to um, connect the internet. Well, let me show you, okay, what it's like. By the way, is it an internet speed test? I want everybody to try it and then tell me. Yeah, so please go to this website, speedtest.net. I want you to give me the information about your internet connection right now. This information is very helpful for me in knowing about internet infrastructure of Vietnam. So when I hit go, and okay, I can get, okay, the measure of my yes, this is my download speed, about 30 megabyte per second. And yeah, this is my upload. The upload is actually faster because, okay, people do not use upload very regularly, okay, except from people like me when I upload videos a lot. But generally speaking, we download movie more than, okay, upload. So this is my internet speed now, 34, let's say 35 megabyte for download and 51 for upload. So this is for me. So 35 megabytes for upload and 51 megabyte for download. Now, everybody, please tell me about your internet connection. It means that I am able to, okay, download movies, download file, okay, at the speed of 35 megabytes per second. That's pretty fast. And I can also upload. Now, the speed. So please give me your data. I want to know, especially the people that get, okay, internet connection problem. You need to track your internet connection with this tool. Again, speed test. Okay, just go to speedtest.net, hit go. So it's very easy. And then, okay, tell me 35, 40, so quite similar. So here, chiều, nguyên, well, Hải Đăng have, okay, quite low, okay, upload, but that's okay. What, Thoại Nhi, well, similar speed. Thùy Linh 14 and 30, that's about half of the speed that we have. And then Yến Vi, Thanh Trúc, quite similar. Phước Sơn, Thanh Tuyền, 47 for down and 52 for up. Sutida 34 and 21. Good. Anybody else, especially with people having internet connection problem this morning? Yeah, Mỹ Thanh, I think that's why you have problem this morning. Download 11 and upload 5 or 6 megabyte. That's about 1/3 of the speed that, okay, the average everybody in the class has. So this may happen because you are sitting too far from your Wi-Fi signals. Wow, Mỹ Hiền has a very good, very strong internet connection. Give me, okay, that's good. So it looks like you all have very good internet connections, and you should not have problems, okay, turning on the webcams, okay, for video conferencing, because with the webcam turned on, let me see the server serving us now. Well, it's running okay. So you can turn on the webcam. Now, could you help me? Okay, we did test, please. I want everybody to turn on the webcam. I want to see if our video conferencing server can stand up. Oh, yeah, Thảo connection is very quite slow. Okay, but I hope okay 9 is enough. Now, so everybody, please turn on the webcam just for 3 or 5 minutes, and then you can turn on. This is a test of your internet connections. Okay, so good, very good, Mỹ Thanh. Nice to see you face to face. Okay. Okay, very good, very good. So this is a test. Wow, Hải Chiêu. Wow, very handsome boy. First time I see you. All right, now waiting for more people. Yeah, so this is a test of okay our internet connection. Okay, oh, so that's Nguyễn Hà. He, right? Wow, so nice. Yeah, this is the challenge to see face to face, face to face. Wow, wow, and now okay, you can start switching the view mode so that we can see webcam only. Let me let me let me try to see how I can switch to the webcam mode. You see, wow, working pretty well, right? And let me check my server. See any significant changes? Wow, the CPU is shooting up to 30% now. So usually 10% and now it's 30%. Okay. Let me stop sharing the screen and make full screen. And okay, yeah, let me minimize. Good. Now everybody, could you now let me share my screen, okay? Now because I want you to be able to see each other face to face, so please minimize if you how do I do it? Stop sharing the screen. If you go to the top of the presentation screen and minimize the screens, you will see something like this. Only webcams. Oh, let me see my screen. Yeah. Could you please minimize the screen? Okay, I'm taking a photos of all of us. This is nice. Okay, let's pose for the photo. Now let me show you this note. Okay. So you can look. This is the presentation screen, okay? And now if you minimize the screen like this, you'll be able to see everybody's webcam. Only webcam and not presentation screen. So let me see how many webcams are there now. 2, 4. Wow, that's a lot. Let's take a screenshot. This is a memorable time, okay? And because it's Sunday and the server is free, now if you can still see everybody, okay, motion in the webcam, it means your internet connection is very good, okay, just like mine. Okay, so take screenshot. Let's see how many webcam do we have. Okay, yeah, so you can 6, 18, 21. Okay, can you hear my voice now? If you can still hear my voice clearly, it means that the server is still working okay. If you cannot hear my voice, yeah, or if my voice is distorted, I think it's working okay. We are only using 20% or 30% CPU now. And wow, the transmission rate is now peaking 160 megabytes per second. So that we are all live streaming like this. Okay, so from time to time, you can use speed test to measure the speed of your internet connections. And on a good day, okay, like Sunday, we can enjoy everybody in the classroom turning on the webcam. So what do I say? Internet infrastructure in Vietnam is not so bad, right? It's good enough for video conferencing like this. And if we have a very big screen, that's even cooler. That's even better. Okay, so I've been talking about the latest technologies for language teaching. Do you guys have any questions or comments? Please turn on the microphone and speak to the whole class while we see each other face to face. Does anybody want to say something? No questions? No comments? Oh, let me see the chat window. Webcam doesn't work. To be sure, okay, when so many people turn on the webcams at the same time, we expect some, chopping and in the audio signals. But okay, the server is working very okay now, so I think we can keep this current state of connection for quite some time. So yeah, if you have comments, questions, you can put it in the chat windows. When you're typing something, you can You can put it via microphone.
Just because I can't concentrate when I see so many faces in front of me, and that's it.
All right, I see. Well, we need to get used to this. You know, the coronavirus has triggered the world's largest work from home experiment forever, everywhere. You know, so everywhere in the world, people are now working from home. They are using the video conferencing platform that you guys are looking at to collaborate, to work, and we need to get used to it. Okay. Okay.
I just think that no, we didn't have enough time to like get used to these platform because like we as students we have different behaviors, and when everyone goes online, so we need some time to be brief about online classroom etiquette.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
all of the people are so like shy, and I really want to share, but I don't want to share anything in that sense.
Wow, yeah, that's true. So gradually, we learn to adapt. For example, I learned that when I am teaching online, I need to make sure that I have good lighting. You see, like when you have a lot of light, behind, so the light is going straight into your webcam, and that's why you look your face is dark. So I am very careful. I have lighting coming from this side, so you see this side of my face quite soft, good lighting. And I am also very careful with my backlight, my curtain, and I wear night tea. So gradually you learn those things. And then I find a quiet place, not always quiet. Sometimes you hear noise from the street in my neighborhood coming into the microphone. But okay, so let's go back to our presentation. And I'm very happy to see you face to face. So you can leave the webcam there, or you can turn it off. Okay, if that is not very comfortable for you. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So we have just talked about HoloLens, and okay. So when you turn up on the webcam and I look at the monitor of the server now, okay, so the CPU, okay, let me show you something interesting. The CPU from okay, 35% now is dropped down to uh, only 5%, and the bandwidth transmissions from 150 megabytes per second now is dropped down to 12 megabyte or 13, let's say very average 13 megabytes per second. Yeah, so that's a big change. That means whenever you want to have faster connection, you need to turn off the microphone, switch off the webcams. Pretty good. But I enjoy the moment seeing you guys nearly 30 faces on the screen. That's really cool. Well, with HoloLens, we also recently see a new technology called holoportation. So what is holoportation? holoportation allows you to teleport the hologram of yourself from one place to another, and that's also brings us new possibilities for collaborations. Let me show you demonstrations of holoportation.
Hi, today we're going to show you an exciting new technology that could fundamentally change the way that people will communicate in the future. Imagine being able to virtually teleport from one space to another in real time. Hey Sergio,
Yes, Ram.
how does it feel like to be holoported?
It feels great to be holoported.
So if Sergio is to wear his HoloLens device, and I'm going to wear mine, we can see each other in full 3D in real time. We can interact and communicate as if we're co-present. Sergio, can you walk around my space? Can you walk behind this chair? So we're doing everything to give the impression that Sergio and I are present in the same space. Sergio, let's just do a high five. That's great. Thank you, Sergio. We call this technology holoportation. Now, to make all this happen, we've had to create a new type of 3D capture technology. I'm surrounded by these 3D cameras that we've developed in our team. Each of them is capturing me from a separate viewpoint, and we're fusing this data together to create a temporally consistent model, as you can see reconstructed live behind me. Now, the camera that's filming me has a HoloLens tracking system attached, and this allows us to take these 3D models and composite them in real time into the real world, as you can see here. And that gives you a sense of the fidelity of the reconstructions that we can achieve. Once we have these reconstructions, we can texture them. We can then compress the data and transmit the data over to the other side. Over on the other side, a user wearing a HoloLens can see these remote participants live in their space as if they're co-present. And that's what we're showing you picture in picture. Now imagine using this type of capture technology to connect with family members who are thousands of miles away. And that's exactly what we're going to demonstrate to you right now. My daughter is stood in a similar capture rig somewhere else in our lab. And she's going to holoport into my space, and I'm going to interact with her wearing my HoloLens.
Hi, Bob, I miss you.
Hey Lilia, I miss you too.
You coming home?
I'm coming home very soon. Let me get out of your way. Hey Lilia, you can only hear me, you can't see me, but what are these toys?
I have toys to show you. This one is named as Elmo.
Elmo?
And he can sing.
He can sing, wow. And what about the other one?
The other one is called Tina, and I like it because it has different stuff.
Well, that's so cool. So Lilia, can you climb up on this chair that's behind you? Yeah, climb up. Be very careful. Now I'm going to count to 3 and I want you to jump. 1, 2, 3, jump! That was so cool. Oh, let me get out of your way again.
I like you so much.
I love you too.
Come home soon.
I'll be home very soon. Bye-bye. Now in that example, we were demonstrating live 3D capture, but our system is capable of another thing. We can actually record and play back that entire session. Now this is almost like reversing through time. And if I wear my HoloLens device, it's almost like walking into a living memory that I can see through another pair of eyes from all these different perspectives. And because this is 3D content, we can miniaturize it onto this coffee table and experience it in a more convenient manner. And this becomes a magical way of experiencing these live captured memories. Now imagine being able to teleport to any place with anyone at any time. And that's what holoportation is all about. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. So essentially, holoportation is use of HoloLens devices, and then you have project LCD projector from three different angles, try to recreate your hologram, and we make a very interesting comment. Yeah, technology overlap, but this also echo the point that we mentioned earlier. Technology is not monolithic. There are always a range of devices and tools, and then actually glass technology is something different. Glass technology allows to interact with surfaces, while holoportations allow us to have um, okay a very different experience with the way that our memories image are recorded and stored for playback. Uh, Next slide. Okay, I think that's everything. Now, eh, it's time to take a break, and then uh, we will start working on our e-learning course for the final project. Yeah, so there's another comment. Yeah, maybe, yeah, class technology we try and merge with holoportations. So guys, let's now take a break, and we will come back at 4, okay? It's now 3:40, and let's take 20 minutes break. At 4, we will get back. So see you there. Okay, everybody, it's time to get back. You ready? Good, thank you. Now, so you know that for the final project, you all need to build an e-learning course, right? And I have posted several examples here for you to look at. So you will work on a unit, a new Unix file, and then build something like this. Now, first, I need to create a class for everybody. So we have a categories for Tôn Đức Thắng University in this website right here, right? And so inside Tôn Đức Thắng Universities, I'm going to create this 2020 cohort, and that is your cohort. So you need to put your course inside this category for me. Otherwise, I will not be able to find your course. Okay, so inside Tôn Đức Thắng University, you see 2020 cohort. Yeah. Now, so everybody, please go to English Online /course. See here? Yeah. And then scroll down. You will see, okay, this button, add a new course. Do you see add a new course? If you can see it, please time I can see it. I see it. Okay, please say I see it in the chat window if you can see this button. Okay, add a new course. If you do not see it, then maybe your permission is not enough or something. Oh, don't see it? Really? Oh, yes, yes. Request a course. I mean, on my screen is add a new course, but do you see request a course? Now, let me say this again. You need to go to this link, English Online. Okay, please go to this link. And then you see a button which say request a course. Yes. So please click on that now. Say request a course. So let me use one of your accounts. It's easier for me to demonstrate. So this is it. Okay, let me log in as Sutida. And you go to course like this, all right? And then you scroll down, you see request a course. Yes, like this. Now click on request a course right here. And now, okay, course full name, just put in your full name. Like Sutida something. We will change this later. Okay, you will see a tutorial video and because right now you do not know the topic of your content, the topic of the unit that you are working there. So just put in your full name and just put in some course short name. Again, you will change this later. And for the course summaries, okay, just say, okay, I will put a summary here. So let's say for this, I will say, yeah, my full name and course short name, maybe something initial, and then I will change this summary later. And then reason for wanting this course, I want a course for taking MA TESOL at Tôn Đức Thắng University. And then click on request a course. Okay. Now everybody, please do it. I'm waiting to approve your request. Need to make sure that everybody has a course for practice now. So let me log out. Okay, so this is Trần Nguyễn Hải Triều. I will put you in, Tôn Đức Thắng University, 2020. And Mỹ Huyền. And then Yến Phi, right? And Quang Thịnh. Lý Thanh. Nguyễn Ngọc Nguyên. Kim Huệ. Quyên Anh. And Phước Sơn. Thanh Tuyền. Sutida. Oh, okay, got you. Kim My. Hồng Oanh. Thanh Trúc. Hải Đăng. Anh Pha. Khánh Linh. Nhật Nguyên. Xuân Hương. Ngọc Ánh. Kim Ngân. Anh Pha. bánh mì. Phương Thảo. Thùy Linh. Okay, that's it done for everybody. So if I go to course now and I scroll down to Tôn Đức Thắng University and click on 2020 cohort, I see okay, your course is here. So we are waiting for Phương Thùy to submit the request. Now, so each of you now has a course in which you have the teacher's privilege. Let me see if there are any courses pending approval. No. Ú and Phương Thùy. Please click on the link that Anh Pha sent. And then click on request a course. And then fill in the information. We will begin very shortly. You need to go to this link, Thùy. You need to have course. It's like this. englishonline.com.vn/course. Yeah. And then when you scroll down, you should see request a new course here. Oh, and you need to make sure that you log in. If you are not logged into the website, there is no way you can see this. You must be a student inside the system. Look like you are a new student again, missing all the other 3 meetings. All right. If you missed the other meetings, okay, please catch up in the class recording. Now, let me go to the site home and see who's there. And let me log in at Thoại Nhi, right? Now, so you see, okay, this is what you see on the screen, right? You see this course where you have the students, the student account, and then if you click here, my courses. Oh, phải Nhi. I do not see your course. What happens? Let me use somebody else. Say Sutida already has the course. Log in. Okay. So if you look at the navigation panel here, right? What you see? Okay, call TDTU 2020. That is the course that I am teaching, and you are my students, right? And then you see another course that you have just created. Okay. Now please click on that course, and now you are inside like this, right? Now, the first thing I want you to learn is to turn on the editing mode and try to create some very simple learning activities. So please scroll down to the administration, because now you are the teacher of the course. You see this panel, administrations. Do you see administration panel in your course? Please type I see administration, I see admin panel in the chat window if you see it. All right, good. So you see the admin panel. Now click on okay. Let's create something very easy. Okay. We will train the default announcement to okay latest news, and then resource forum. Okay, we create a forum called resource forum. Okay, these things are easy to do. So please go to the admin panel and click on turn editing on. And now your course look like this. Okay, so just a moment, Yi. Okay, I will approve you very soon. Now, in the editing mode, you can train these things. But first, click on add activity or resource. Click here, add activity or resource. And scroll down. I want you to create a forum. So click on forum. And click on add forum. Now, let's create a resource forum. And in the resource forum, just say, if you have books, websites, or good video contents, related to our course, please share them with your friends in this forum. Okay. And then when you scroll down, okay, to standard forum for general use. I will give you more instruction about okay the different types of forum very soon. And then scroll down and click on save and return to course. Save and return to course. Now you see a resource forum in your course. So congratulations, you have just created a learning activities in the course, okay, that you are the teacher. So let me try to help those two people trying to get in, Phú and Phương Thùy. Course pending approval. Okay, so I see Nhi and Phương Thùy now. And Tôn Đức Thắng University. Okay. Save return. Okay, done. Phú, Thùy, and Nhi. Now your courses are ready. If you have finished creating resource forum, please type into the chat window resource forum done, so that I know that you are ready. Type resource forum done if you have successfully created resource forum for your course. Good. Okay. Okay, thank you. So you are catching up quite well. Now, please go back to our course and in the search box right here, right in the search box, search here. Now I want you to search for a course called SDSO. That's the course that I have created to provide trainings for people like you. So click on SDSO. And then you will find a course which say xây dựng khóa học e-learning cơ bản. Okay. It's in Vietnamese right here. And Sutida, I think you will have some difficulty following this because most of the video will be in Vietnamese. But I think you are very, smart student. You can guess what is going on the screen, okay, and try to follow. Okay. Because this course is created to give instruction to all Vietnamese teachers who want to teach, okay, in this English online platform. So please click on the links. It will require you to enroll, right? I am already enrolled, so it doesn't require me to do so. So enroll in the course, And if you can see the screen like what I showed you at the moment, you are in. And type in the chat window, I'm in. And I know that okay, you are ready for the next step. Oh, good. Thank you. Now, if you scroll down, you could see lots of tutorial movies that I have created. And your job from now until next week is to watch all of these movies in order to build a course. Okay? Let me show you a video. Now, I want everybody to watch this tutorials, this movie. Please click here and it will play on the computer. Well, this is the movie that I created for a training course for Vietnam Airlines company. So I just reduced the video here. Everything is the same. So I want you to watch the movie. 4 or 5 minutes, and then when you are ready or when you are done, okay, let me know. Just type done into the chat window and you can ask questions. I will tell you okay, what to do next. Just watch the introduction to the course first. Okay, good. Now, everybody, I want you to go down to which one? Video number 8, lesson 8. Bring audio and video into your course. And I want everybody to put in videos into your course, like the tutorials you see on the screen now. Okay, so please follow that tutorials and create videos for your course. Now I'm going to assign you to the units of new English 5. Okay, if you have finished creating the videos as instructed, just type in the chat window, YouTube video created. Yeah, when you're finished, type video done or YouTube video done into the chat window, please. Okay, everybody, are you all done? 3 more minutes. Yeah, questions? Nhi, Hoàng Nguyên, please go ahead. Hoàng Nguyên, you want to have a question? Um, if you want to build a platform like EnglishOnline.com.vn, I'm afraid you have to contact an e-learning company. You cannot do this on your own. It's very, very complicated. You need to set up servers, you need to buy domain, and you need to pay every month the server rent, and it involves a lot of things. So this is usually for organizations like for a university, and I am able to do this because this is for my teaching, and this is also for the e-learning work that I'm doing for many companies. So I have universities around Vietnam to build platform like this. I build this platform for STSO, for VietTSO, for TSO Ho Chi Minh City, and I also use this for training too. So I think if you really like a website like this, you need to contact a professional e-learning provider. They will help you, and it will be costly, not cheap. Okay, guys, now stop watching the video now, even if you have not finished the tutorial yet. I just want to show you that, okay, next week you will have a lot of work to do. Your work next week is to watch all the tutorials in order to build your e-learning course. Okay, now you have the course with the teacher privilege already. Okay, what you need to do is to follow my tutorial, build the course banners, update the profile, do the initial setup for the course, create the course panel, and use the forum, upload the files, and all those things. Now, could you please go back to our e-learning course, please? And while waiting for you to watch the video, I have finished assigning the e-learning projects for everybody. So please download the Excel file here. Yeah, the one you see on the screen. Yeah, this one, e-learning project assignment. If you finish, please say download, finish. Download, finished. Okay, thank you. Yeah. You see, this is the technique of teaching via conferencing, okay? Asking for feedback, getting a report and feedback from students. Thank you. Now please open that Excel file. And you should see spreadsheet with your names And then next to the name is the textbook and the unit that you are in charge of. If you are okay and with the project assignment, just type okay into the chat window. So I know that you know what you are supposed to do. Okay, good. Yeah. So you know the textbook, you know the level and the unit. Now, if you want to download the textbook, it's easy. You know, just go onto the internet and search for the PDF files. And you see, you know, I do a quick search and I find the download link here, including the full sets of the ebooks and the audio file. So this is very easy to find. Okay. Now, the last thing we do before ending the day is to update your course name. What is it? Look. So this is what I want. I want you to change the course name to something like this. Like it should be like this: new list file, and then the level, intermediate, for example, and then unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and then your full name. So when I look at the course title, I should see textbook, level, unit, your full name. This makes things easy for me when I search for your course in order to evaluate. Now, so when I click on, you need to change the name of the course. How do you do it? This is it. If you want to change the name, just get into the course. Right? And then turn everything on. Oh, your name is not in the Excel file, Hồng Oanh. That's strange. Because I export the class list. So this means you are not in the class now. Oh yeah. You see, the problem here is you know, your name is messing up. I have told you, you need to update your name like this so that I can find your name easily when I get the list from Tôn Đức Thắng University. If you make the names order not correct, it will be very difficult for me. So please make it exactly in Vietnamese order. Right? Surname is your first name, and first name is everything else. So if my name is Nguyễn Ngọc Vũ, first name should be Nguyễn Ngọc, and surname Vũ. Yeah, please do it like that. Now, so go back. Let me show you. In order to change the course name, let's scroll down and click on turn editing on. Now, click on edit settings. See here? Click on edit settings again. Now, the course full name should now be new English file. Let's say your level is intermediate. Unit 4. And then, a full name. So please trade the course name using this convention. Okay, let me do it again. So inside your course, you scroll down to the admin panel, administration down here, right? And then click on edit setting for the course. Yeah, edit settings. And now you change the course full name. So let me see how you are doing. Yeah, like this. You see Nguyễn Thị Phương Thảo. Yeah, you have done a good job. Phan Thị Kim Ngân. Yeah, Đoàn Ngọc Xuân Hương. Yeah, like this. Nguyễn Thanh Tuyền. Okay, I want the full name to change with this convention so that it's easy for me to find your work. Okay, let me see how things are going. Okay, Lê Phan. I still see this one. You know, Lê Phan copy one. I do not know what it is. Okay, how come that you have two courses? My good son, okay, you haven't, trained the course name yet. Okay, good. So everybody is ready except for two persons, Lê Pha and my good son. Well, that's okay. So I think that's it for today. Homework. Oh, before talking about the homework, how do you want to make up for yesterday afternoon? Is it possible to do it on Tuesday or Thursday evening? I am available on those two evenings, so we can do it from 6 until 10:15. Yeah, from 6 p.m. until 10:13. So can we do it? Yeah, I mean we are talking about the makeup class for yesterday afternoon. Is it possible to do it on Tuesday night? We're gonna start at 6 and we will finish around 10:15. Is it okay, everybody? Yeah, okay, good. So that's the deal. I'm going to, and if possible, please tell Miss Yang. Okay, please tell Miss Yang that, okay, we will make up the class on Tuesday evening. I will message her. I will message her anyway. Okay, so homework. Well, let me take the notes here. Yeah. Homework. Um, I want you to join this discussion. Will robot replace teachers based on what you see this afternoon? And yeah, if you haven't done the discussion in the other forum, please do so. If you haven't done the journal activity, please do it. You see, okay, work is coming up, so don't waste. Okay, don't let grass grow under your feet. That's what the English people say. And right now, okay, after the meeting is finished, you need to do the reflection, otherwise you will forget what we have learned today. Okay, I want you to spend about 15-20 minutes, okay, reflecting on what we have been doing in the morning and in the afternoon. Okay, and then tomorrow and on Tuesday, take your time, enjoy the tutorial videos here. I want you to start building your e-learning course. Okay. If you can't attend the meeting on Tuesday evening, you can see the recording. It's not very convenient, but I think that's the backup plan. So, any questions, everybody? Any questions or comments? If you don't have any other questions or comments, then I would like to say thank you for spending time with me on okay, Sunday. Oh yes, you also need to use the HTML code to decorate, the introduce yourself in a new voice. So just show me okay, your HTML skills. Okay. You Oh, you cannot. So forget about it. Okay. Because yeah, I see. Because as student, you are not able to edit the post. Okay. After 30 minutes, it is locked. So that okay. Yeah. Fine. Um. So thank you for spending time with me today. And I wish all the ladies, okay, a beautiful evening. I will see you guys back on Tuesday, 6 p.m. And for now, goodbye and have a nice week ahead. Bye bye. Bye bye. Enjoy your evening.